Rubber band.
But wait, don't you guys believe in equality?
No, I don't believe in
don't.
equality.
Wait, do you believe in equality?
I don't.
No.
You don't believe in equality? Do you believe in equality?
It depends on what like the metric is.
Do you believe in equality?
Inequality.
I thought we were for equality. I'm so confused. Do you believe?
But it's
Why
like,
would you want
if
equality?
you believe in equality, why should a guy open the door for you? How do you reconcile that?
Right.
Because so I feel like if we're doing equality based on like equal amounts of give, then like that's not how the world works. The way that relationships are supposed to be equal is that men bring certain things to a relationship, women bring certain things to a relationship, and it makes a whole. Like all those things together come together and make a whole. Everybody provides something different to the relationship, and that's like the equality. You don't want a partner that's doing everything in the relationship and then another partner that's doing nothing in the relationship. You need two partners that are both doing different things.
Okay, question with the equality thing, because I don't understand it, to be honest, which is why I can't say I want equality. But I always feel like when I hear like the equal thing, I feel like it's more about like you guys having like equal like jobs and like equal pay and being treated equally. I didn't know that it was more about equal in a relationship, because a lot of women there's also women that are gay that want equality from men too.
That's separate.
Men and
I'm
women
saying,
can never be equal.
Like, what is the equal thing? Like, is it just
okay.
relationships,
Men and women.
or is it?
Let me ask you a question.
like life? Yeah.
So, will you follow a man's lead?
I mean,
By the way, trained service dog.
Doug said yes.
Trained service dog, by the way. Very well trained dog. One of the best.
Men
the
and
best.
women
He
can
wanted to
never be
answer.
equal.
It got an emotional support animal, service animal, the best training.
Can I say something?
Hold on.
Yeah,
So,
I need to-
will you, like, if a man tells you to do something, will you do it? Like, will you be
Yeah.
submissive?
If I trust him and like we're in a relationship, yes. In the past, like I feel like I've had troubles with that, like kind of letting a man assert himself.
Mm-hmm.
If a man is leading and we're in a relationship that's equal and we trust each other,
Wait,
then yeah.
equal? I thought
Yeah.
it wasn't equal.
Like if
no
we're
such a thing.
if we're in a relationship where I'm with him, he's with me, we're with nobody else, we live together, we're like building a relationship and we're meeting each other halfway. It doesn't have to just be finances. Like we meet each other halfway with like our, like I listen to you.
Wait, you
listen
meet
to
guys halfway for finances?
No, I don't. No, I don't think I've ever been with a man that hasn't paid all my bills, but that's another thing.
Well, that's not equal.
No, that's not equal, but I'm saying like emotionally equal. Like we meet each other. Like if I'm with a man and he meets my intellect at the same level, and
Sure.
you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if we share the same, if we're compatible and we love each other, yeah, like he's gonna, I'm submissive anyway in relationships. So for me, it's like, yeah, definitely.
All right.
Can I say something to that?
Quick, if you can.
Okay, first of all, there's no such a thing as equality between men and women. Men cannot have children. Men can,
That's
they
why
can't
I'm
bear
saying
children.
I don't think there's
Wait
a
a
such
second.
thing as
Wait,
equal.
let me finish my thing. Men cannot get pregnant and have children. Men can have children until they're 60 or 70 and get a younger woman. So women have 40 years to utilize their youth and beauty and brain in order to build something for the future that bring them a completely different value. The problem today in the world, that women try to compete men, be like a man, be equal to a man, and they forget about it and don't realize it. And the problem when they wake up, it's way too late. They passed their prime, they lost all their value, and then they got miserable and go take a Xanax and come here and talking shit.
Okay,
Going back to
I
Xanax.
get what you're saying, because I don't believe in the equal thing. Like I said, I let men take care of me. But what I don't agree with, I feel like sometimes the whole like the masculine feminine thing in relationships is like the back and forth. I feel like sometimes it's okay for the woman to lead, and I feel like sometimes it's okay for the man to lead. Like it just depends on the relationship. Like if you guys are really meeting each other halfway in a relationship and you trust each other. My ex, like sometimes like we'd be at a restaurant and they'd mess up our order and he wouldn't talk. He'd be like, babe, like you tell tell them off. Like, you know what I mean? Like little stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like just meeting each other halfway.
Wait, your boyfriend
My ex.
he would ask you if they got the order wrong that you
He'd
should
be
say
like,
something?
tell him, you tell, like, because I would always talk to them and they'd fix it. Like, my ex wasn't really good with, like,
You had better negotiations.
yeah, like, he wasn't good at the negotiations.
What is
like,
there,
you have
what
to
is there to
handle it.
negotiate? It's just like, oh, hey, excuse me, I
Yeah,
think
but
there's
that's
just a...
because it comes so
Yo,
naturally.
Desiree,
It could be a better
shut...
negotiator.
Desiree, you got to stop fucking interrupting. Are you okay?
Well, I am psycho.
No.
Bro, you got to learn to
wait,
like...
finish.
Holy shit. I said
I got
3
lost.
words. I said 3 words, and she can't fucking help herself. Holy shit,
It was
bro.
getting good.
How did you make it to 38? How, dude?
White privilege, to be honest.
White privilege.
Oh.
I mean, honestly.
Shirley,
But honestly,
rejoin
I'm
the
white.
table.
I can
Shirley,
say I've
get
been
over
given
it.
handouts.
Wait,
honestly.
let's get...
Have you ever been like
Right.
jumped or
That
beaten
way.
up for saying stuff like that?
damn.
No, I don't because I have hot
you're
girl
wild.
white privilege. So people are actually very nice to me usually. I
What,
mean, it's just
so-
the facts of the matter. How do you
Okay.
think I got
You need
this
to be a
fucking
slave.
crazy?
That's what she talks
I didn't
about.
have to play by the
Okay,
normal rules of
finish.
society. I
Well,
got to
Brian,
be
we're
a
just-
psycho.
Okay, let him talk. I'm trying to listen.
I'm
to what he's saying.
honestly... I'm
No.
trying to... I'm just going to move it on, but I think I was just going to say...
That was a good point.
No, it's like, I think I was just going to say, it's if there's something wrong with the order, you can just be like, oh, hey, excuse me, I think there's something wrong. And that's the extent
No,
of it.
it doesn't always go like that. Sometimes we get some pushback.
From the waiter?
Yes.
No, you just say, oh, I didn't want ketchup on my burger. Can you
No,
fix it?
sometimes
Or-
they're
Very
like,
white
no, you
privilege
didn't
thing
say
to
no.
say.
You didn't say no ketchup. Or it's
Okay,
always
well.
like
Maybe you
a
did not.
thing.
I would never
sometimes.
ask my girlfriend to like, can you please talk to
wipe
the
it off.
waitress
It's
for
not
me?
like that.
Oh, I can't have social
That's
interaction.
so toxic.
I don't think it was in that manner. I think
Yeah,
I understand
like
what
it
she
was
meant.
like
Oh.
you got this, babe. Like
Riley,
yeah,
can you,
yeah, like
oh,
it was
Riley,
like
can you please talk to the waitress
I
for
can't
me?
believe that
this
this
is the
ketchup.
problem with men right here. This is the
No,
problem with
I would
men
just
right
say-
here.
I
You
would
guys
say
can't take a
something.
back seat if a woman
A
is
backseat,
taking control.
right?
Like,
No, even if I was with a male friend, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, Connor, can you please talk to the waiter for me? I'm so scared to talk to the waiter."
Yeah, like that.
Influencer,
Like,
you
damn,
talk
just
Some people
finished.
are afraid of confrontation.
It's not a confrontation. It's just like,
conflict resolution.
it's not a conflict. It's just like, oh, hey, I think there's a mix-up. If it's that big of a deal, honestly, if it's a minor thing, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, whatever. If it's a big deal, they fucked up the thing. I'll just be like,
messed up.
hey,
Men
can you
got
fix
feelings
this
too.
shit?
Like,
They got feelings too. What?
they can't just
Okay, wait. Let me
always
ask you a
be
question.
this- Whoa,
Who did
Bro,
that
you
to
think
you?
you think it's like?
yeah, that's what you did. You were just like boo 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 boo.
Like,
I'm
what?
a man.
This is just like
You
basic
can't talk
human
for me.
101. Hold on. Wait, okay. So you're saying, let's say you go to a restaurant where you have to go to the counter to order. And
Yeah.
if your boyfriend was like, babe, can you order for me? I'm scared to order.
That is not how he.
That is exactly what you're talking about.
No, that's not it. Like it's just he's like, did they mess? They didn't bring us the thing, or they didn't put this here. They didn't put the sauce.
They
like,
forgot the wings?
Yeah, or
forgot
like
you
if
could
they
talk.
forget the
I
food.
would just be like, oh, excuse me, I think
and
you
we'll be
forgot
like
the wings.
looking at the meal if the meal is trash, like because we're like foodies, so we spend a lot of money
Where
on
again?
restaurants. So when you go and you get bad service, it's like he doesn't want to be the angry. He
This
just
is
doesn't
why.
want to be the angry black man
What?
going off on like the waiter. So then I have a
So he
softer
said the angry
voice.
black woman.
Like, but to them, they don't see it as angry black woman. They just see somebody speaking to
Yeah,
them.
about the food.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he
I don't
feels
think.
like
wait,
he.
if a black man makes a complaint
Yeah,
about
it
the
doesn't
food,
matter
I
what.
don't
But
think
you
that
got-
doesn't
Black,
make him
you cannot
angry.
stand for yourself.
Depends on the
But you
approach.
gotta understand, he's like that's what I'm saying. The black experience is so intricate because, like, to
Yeah,
black
thank you,
men, they
Donna.
don't
Actually,
want
maybe
to
you're
come
right. I
off
don't
a
know. I've never
certain
been
way.
black. Maybe
Yeah,
you're right, yeah.
because it's like it's a thing within the black community. You don't want to over talk or you don't
Yeah.
want to sound assertive because people might think
Is that
you're
a
the
thing,
angry
Desmond? Is
black
that a
person.
thing? Is it? A
Yes,
I've
thing?
never been
it
in your place,
is.
so I cannot
Really?
judge you.
It
Maybe
is
you're
a
right.
thing.
If they fuck up your wing order, you're gonna be like, "Oh, babe,
Yeah, when I was in a relationship.
babe, can you talk to them for me?"
No, not like that. It's just like I don't know. You just don't want to come off like the
Oh my
angry
god,
black
it's
man.
like that.
Hold
It's
on.
really terrible.
Shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
You
it
know
is.
what? This is why actually when I go to restaurants and I'm, if like I'm out of the restaurant with a girl, I don't want to come off as an angry white man because of all my white male privilege. So I actually instruct.
Why are you doing this?
I tell my girlfriend, if I'm, whatever, I'll be like, hey, can you just order for me? Can you just order for me?
Do you have a girlfriend?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Desiree's
Why
girlfriend.
can't you confirm or deny?
I
Look,
am bossy at restaurants.
Do you guys know if he has a girlfriend?
Shh.
Desiree. He's fiancé.
I'm a virgin.
Thanks for
Okay.
having my
Oh,
back.
wow. 35-year-old virgin?
I'm a virgin. Will you be my first? Just kidding.
The power.
No.
He's in love with Desiree secretly, but he just doesn't
I'm a
want to say
virgin.
it on the podcast.
So, anyways.
I never kiss and tell.
Desmond.
Oh, I kiss and tell.
Yeah,
Me and
tell us
Jill.
what happened with him.
Nothing, bro.
I
Nothing.
want to know what happened with him. I'm curious.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Is that
bro.
a confirmation?
It's literally nothing.
Nothing.
I don't know why, bro. People, even Andrew was like, "Oh, so Brian, you gonna hit it?" I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm not." Okay.
And he did.
Anyways,
Damn, so
Sorry.
mean.
Not sorry.
I don't know. Shit. You can only.
Brian has his
You're like
opinions.
my brother. Gross.
And I have a
Okay,
question for the girls
wait.
too. Then.
I do gotta move it on.
She has
I
a question.
I gotta move it on. I'm sorry.
No, well, we can get to it, but I do want to ask the girls that question about if you like start liking a guy, but he flirts heavy with every single girl.
Oh, that's a
Like, does it not make you not
Desperation.
interested? And
No,
if,
no,
you,
no, I'm
if you're
good.
watching this, it makes me.
It's a bad guy. You don't want
Yeah.
to be with a guy like that.
No,
It's
no.
horrible.
Like,
You
you
need
could really
different
like
attention than
someone.
other women.
I hate the guys that hit on you, and when you deny them, they try to go talk to your friends after. Like, do you think we're still like
they're gonna tell us about
like,
that
are you
also. Like,
insane to
yeah,
go
no.
hit on? Like, that's insane.
Sometimes
to
it
me. I
works.
hate
Okay.
that.
So, let's do here. Hold on. Okay, we will do. Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a random man or random bear? In the scenario.
Random what?
What?
Random man or random bear. Now the scenario here is there's no motivations as to why the man's in the forest. So you can't be like, well, why is he there? It's just you get randomly dropped. He gets randomly dropped. You get randomly dropped. Random man, random bear. Starting with Shirley.
Man.
Okay, Desiree.
Man.
I have a question about: is it like a forest, as in it can't be a polar bear, or could
Sure,
it
it
just
can
be
it
like
can
any
be a
bear?
it can be. So it's
Alright,
random
then-
bear.
Then man.
Okay.
Man.
Bear.
Okay.
Of course, man. They are protectors. I love men.
Man, man,
Man.
Why did you say bear?
because you want to
I
die.
want to try something new.
I would love to hear this.
She want to try
Honestly?
something new.
Go ahead.
Maybe, but honestly, I think it's just because like, what if I can like tame the bear? Like, what if I can like actually teach it to do like what I need it to do?
Get the
Take
Russian.
the risk.
Get the Russian. Get the Russian.
Like, it's gonna
Take the risk to be killed.
You guys, I was on this show like maybe 2 weeks ago or something, and there was a Russian girl on here that's not racist. Like that's what and she was saying that she would tame bears. She was saying that she would like pet bears, cuddle with
normal
them
that
in
it's up.
Russia.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
bears aren't like
No,
actually
no,
like.
but she went to the
inherently
extent of
aggressive.
saying she would rather go to a bear cave with a mama and a papa bear and cubs than go to a frat house and ask for directions.
She's the
that
exception.
is crazy.
She was
That's crazy.
full-heartedly was like a 30-minute
Wait,
conversation.
but so why
about
bear?
this.
Yeah, why bear?
Because
So why bear?
like I can tame it. Like I can tell it what
Bro,
like.
you cannot tame a bear.
You-
It's a wild bear.
Yeah.
What
like-
if I have, what if I have
coming
skills
for
that you
you.
don't
You,
know?
Do you have skills?
yeah. Tell me
Hey,
about your
maybe.
bear. Tell me about your bear taming skills. Go ahead.
No, let's just not discuss that. What if I do have skills and you don't even know about them? What if I do like know how to do that?
Do you?
Maybe.
Do you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
With the
She
bear?
really took the bear. She's standing on
I
business.
swear. What if it can like find me food?
I mean, you can learn anything on YouTube these days, so it's not impossible.
I wouldn't YouTube it for
but
sure.
there's those
like,
survival shows. I mean, remember?
If
like
you ask
all
any
these-
survivalists, I think they would rather pick a man than a bear.
I mean, then why are they on there
I'm
telling
sorry.
the youth of America how
Has
to
anybody
deal
in
with
this
bears?
room like actually come face to face with a bear before?
No.
No.
I have like several times in my life.
And you chose a man.
Talk about it.
And I chose a man reluctantly, but like bears aren't really like that aggressive. Like genuinely, they're really not like inherently aggressive. They only become aggressive when you're like
Do they eat honey?
threatening them or in their territory or whatever.
Okay.
But I do think it's like more likely that the man's probably not going to harm you than the bear would harm you. But like, I don't think it's like that crazy of a leap for people to say bear over man, because
Bear would eat
bears
you alive.
really-
It's insane.
Bears really aren't that scary. And all of you guys can like say, "Oh my God, bears are so scary." But like, none of you guys have come across a bear in the woods.
Okay.
I've come across a bear in the woods like
but
5
bears
times.
are more
find bear
unpredictable.
Being dropped in the woods with Ed Gein.
Right, like, I feel like you would have.
No,
Like, if I had to defend myself, I would want to defend myself against a man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
The odds of you being dropped in the woods with a bear and it eating you is like this, much higher than being with a man who ends up being Ed Gein, who's going to eat you.
right.
He's not going
Lady
to.
donated
I don't disagree. I don't
$100.
disagree with that either.
Riley chewed out
I'm just saying,
designated
Go with the odds.
thoughts and remarks. But for the last 45 minutes you have screeched into the mic after every remark. You were only annoyed you were getting less attention.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
They ate
Yo,
you.
Giovanni, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. What were you guys talking about? I don't know.
The bear and a man.
The bear.
That she's come across a bear 5 times.
I go camping a lot. I'm going camping tomorrow, actually.
Oh, what's this?
Wait, pass it to me.
The spider's just like, eh.
Wow, that was
Spidey senses.
okay. So why the bear? Like the actual real reason?
I gave you it.
Because you could tame the bear. You can't tame the bear.
No, but like, why not the man? Like, what scares you from
Honestly,
being in the woods with the man?
It's not that I'm like scared of being like not being with a man. It's just more of like, why not? Like in my head, it was honestly like the question was
like a
just like,
thrill
you know
seeker.
what? Like why not? Like why not be with
I
the
mean,
bear?
you've
Like
seen many
it was
men.
honestly
natural
Probably
selection.
haven't
It was
come
just like
upon many bears.
It's not that freaking
Right.
serious. I was like, who cares?
mean, it
like give it
makes
a
sense.
freaking try. Like why not? Why not be with the freaking bear? Everybody was picking the man.
Why, yes.
Right.
Let's be
Live a
optimistic.
little. People live a little.
All right.
Then why don't you? Oh, I'm not gonna.
I ain't going in the woods with y'all. I'll probably walk
Wait,
up
so,
to the
okay,
damn
so
bear.
here,
Boring.
So do you think that there's a greater risk of being attacked by the man as compared to the bear?
Oh damn! I'm gonna contradict myself. No,
No.
I feel like there is a. Oh damn it! There is a greater risk being with a bear.
You're just an
than being with a
adrenaline
man.
junkie. It's fine.
What?
You're just
You don't
an
have to-
adrenaline junkie.
You don't
Like,
have
like
to
a
label
thrill, right?
everything.
I don't
Like a
think
thrill.
that. I don't think
Desiree,
that.
that's something you do. You label everything.
Well, because I find that it helps people.
no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. I don't think labeling it was like right. Like okay. Like if I did want to pick the bear, like okay, whatever. Who cares? We'll take
The
out
point I
and.
was trying to make is you don't have to justify it. We just like what we like. We want to try what we want to try.
Okay.
Who cares?
You want to try with the bear?
Okay.
She does. I'm not speaking for me.
She would.
I'm just giving her permission because everybody was attacking her. I was
She's going to
just
ask permission to
simply
the bear.
saying-
We were not attacked. Did you feel attacked?
I don't think so. Everybody.
didn't attack
okay.
you. We're laughing.
No, we're joking with her.
Yeah, it was funny.
You don't have
It
to
was
label.
like-
Like,
No,
that.
everything's not
This is
serious.
what a conversation is. It's not attacking
But
other
she
people.
doesn't
It's
know
not
how to have a
saying
normal
screw you.
conversation.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Discussion, sis.
All right, next
Everything is
question.
about
Next
sex.
question. Somebody sent me a DM. They wanted me to ask this: are men or women physically stronger?
Men.
That's men.
Starting with
Woman.
Men.
Man.
Men physically.
Most men physically, yes. Yeah. Most of them. Most men.
Men are stronger.
Men are stronger.
okay.
Facts.
Who is the primary victim of war, men or women?
Oh. I
Starting
don't know.
with
I'm sorry.
Shirley.
I
Never had war.
Go ahead, Shirley.
You did have.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Wait, what was the question?
Who is the primary victim of war, men or women?
Civil War, Second World War, First World War.
Victim meaning what?
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
like,
Okay.
Let her answer.
Aren't there more men than women in the military?
Yes.
So men?
Okay. Desiree.
Men.
Vic.
Man, I won't be controversial right now.
Do you?
Well,
saying.
I would say in like civilian victims, probably women, but in like total victims, men.
Oh, because, like, okay.
'Cause-
I don't know.
No,
I've never been in a war.
You were tweeting about me.
Okay.
Yeah. Man.
Obviously, men. Men.
Men.
Men.
All right. Can you be sexist towards men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Starting with Shirley.
Yes.
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 What does that mean to be sexist towards men?
Having
Being like, oh, you
negative
can't
thoughts towards men, having bias against
Yeah.
men.
Most women
Yeah.
today are like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
No.
No, you can't be sexist.
Okay, like I mean, like
So
telling
can
them not to do some, they cannot do something, or
no. Okay. So can you be? Can men or women be sexist towards women?
oh no.
No. Do you understand the question?
Wait, man. Did you say a woman to man? No, a woman cannot be sexist to a man. You said right?
No, I didn't. I didn't
Okay,
say that.
I
but-
got it wrong. Let's see. Well, can you ask again the question?
Can women be sexist towards men?
No.
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 Can men be sexist towards women?
No. Wait.
What?
I don't think she understands.
Does she know what? Do you know what sexist
Anybody
means?
speak Spanish?
It's like a bias.
Any Spanish speakers
No,
here?
I'm saying-
Fucking help
Are you
her.
for real?
Can you speak?
She's
Want to
speak
explain?
Spanish. Go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead. Translate into the mic. Go ahead.
Fuck. Hold on.
Hello.
Hold on. Give me some
Wait.
time to think, cause damn. Hold on.
Damn, revoke your Latina card. What the fuck?
Hold the fuck up. Don't fucking start with that fucking shit, please. Don't. What's it called? Básicamente es como de que, por ejemplo, de que si un muchacho te diga de que, oh, eres como si te dijera. Hold on.
The answer is yes. Next person. Yes.
Like a nice?
Be like, you can't do that because you're a man. Is that a
okay.
good way of saying it?
I think so.
It's something. It's something. Be like, it's It's just.
I do it every
What do you
day,
What do you
I
think
do.
about
Oh,
when
okay,
you're
okay, I
like
see
when
what
you're
you're
like
saying. Okay.
when you're like, oh, that like a
Okay.
man's being like that to a woman.
To a woman. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then like
Definitely.
a woman to a man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sexist.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Like
Yes.
men can't polish their nails because
They
they're
cannot
men,
because
like,
they're men.
Well,
that's
that's
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Like doing
mention
like
it.
feminine stuff because
I don't
they're
think that's
men.
sexist.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I don't think
Then
that's
what
sexist.
is sexist? Because
I
I,
mean-
thought that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's a-
and, like the guys are, it's a trend. Like even heterosexual men are.
Well,
starting
but I
to paint
heard
their
women
nails.
saying
They're
that
doing
to
this
men,
stuff.
like,
They're
oh, you
putting
cannot
on
wear
makeup
this.
even, and they're not gay or anything. They just are entitled.
No,
to
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Like,
Like,
they
you
feel
cannot be
that
feminine
way.
to
Or
a
is
man.
that gender
Put
identity?
makeup on.
That's like a gender.
Y'all already know where I
I think
stand.
that's a
so.
gender thing.
And we should not
I
be
would-
judging
no nail
them like there's
polish.
no
Yes.
wrong.
Male that wear makeup, oh my god, it's totally gay.
What about the actors? I mean, an actor
Doesn't
male.
matter. I feel
wearing
like that's the
makeup.
majority of men in the
Well, if
country.
you're-
That's not the men that you're gonna date
Well,
on an
there's a
everyday
lot
life.
of influencers now, though.
So
I
you
mean,
wanna
it's a
you wanna
thing.
follow the
Just because
cattle
it's
or you
trendy
wanna be
doesn't make it
individual?
right.
I'm sure like Trump and all these
No one's
political
listening.
figures are getting a little bit of makeup put on.
Yeah,
before
on
they go
TV, but
camera.
everyday life, you want to date a man that before he goes out, he wear
So
makeup.
all
Bull.
we're saying
It's
is
not
that
attractive.
there are the
In a
outliers
natural-
who have reasons.
Not just
maybe
that
for
it's
why
not
they-
attractive.
I would date a man who
It's a
wears makeup.
turn off.
But what do you
I
think?
don't
Like when you
care
say like
if
it's
he
gay
has it.
in general?
I'm offering.
Oh
You want me
my
to cover
God.
that
Like,
up?
just
You
one
guys
at a
wanna
time?
shit? You guys wanna-
But what do you say?
Men that would take care of you and treat you like a queen and do everything for you and be like a real man, caveman. It's not a man that would dare to wear makeup.
So I had a friends with benefits in the past. That was
You mean
a
when he has benefits? You don't
Well,
have benefits if he's your
It
friend
was
with
benefits because he would
Yeah, it's not.
pay for everything for me. He would give me money for things that I wanted.
So
He
it's
would-
not
he would
benefit. You are just
provide
his
it. He
side hoe.
provided.
For him, listen.
Yeah,
when
but
a guy
he was
have,
also my
when a guy
side
have
hoe.
$4 million,
But
for
hold
example,
on, listen. Okay, he's bisexual man, wears makeup sometimes.
Bisexual,
and
are you-
he was a
What?
provider.
And
you're
you
saying
took the risk to have sex with
yeah.
him?
And you're saying,
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
saying,
Not everyone
listen,
is straight.
and you're saying that these types of men aren't providers, but I literally
they're
have
not
a real life.
providers.
I have a real life example of
see
a
it
man being a
twisted.
provider.
Honey, listen, let me educate you.
I-
what
that's
this
the-
man
that's what she thinks is a
provider.
Let me educate you.
Real
This
example.
man,
Leave
not
for
just that
2
he's not
minutes.
provider,
For 2 minutes,
right?
they're already
This
arguing
man, okay, is a man that literally uses you as a sexual tool.
I was
He's
using him as a
pervert.
sexual
He's a
tool.
twisted. No, he's a twisted and he's a pervert. If he wears makeup, he's bisexual, and he give you money for having sex with him. You're just a little hoe that he keep on the side to satisfy his sexual needs.
Who do you think is?
He's not
who
a
do you think is
provider. He's
getting
not paying
more-
your. He's
Hold
not
on.
living with you.
I
He
don't
doesn't
think
marry
if
you.
a guy wears
He
makeup,
doesn't.
he's automatically gay.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God!
But it's just not.
It's
it's
a
Who do you
very
think is getting
mentality.
more out of this
But
relationship?
like guys
It's
used
a
to wear
soft
eyeliner,
mentality.
Like,
You
I mean,
don't
I
want to
don't
be.
care.
You
Not
don't.
emo, gay,
I
let's
wouldn't be with someone
You
that's
don't
my
want to be with a
preference that wears
man,
makeup.
man
The Kiss,
that is
you guys
feminine
remember
mentality
Kiss?
control.
Their
One at a
whole
time.
persona is on makeup.
I have a
You don't want to
question.
be with a man that is feminine mentality control more than his masculine mentality. Because if you want to be with a man that have feminine mentality, you might as well date a woman. You don't need a man for that.
It's just a very cultural thing.
Right?
Makeup
Cultural.
with men has gone back historically. They used to wear the white powder on their face and the wigs because
Only
it was
in
just a
certain
cultural
places.
trend.
It's not
men
true.
care about cultural appearances
It's not
too.
true. It's not like that.
Whether
no.
it's makeup or it's a certain style of dress, a certain haircut, a certain beard or no beard, men keep up with a
Or the
style
long
too.
hair.
Right, and there's now we live in a very diverse culture.
It's
There's
not
lots of
diverse.
different
It's just in
styles.
America, most
Hold
people
on.
are.
I have a question going back to the original point, but who do you think is getting more out of a purely sexual relationship where the man is providing financially for the woman? Do you think the man is getting more out of the relationship or the woman's getting more out of the relationship?
The man.
I think the man,
Why?
of course, the man. Of course, I'll explain.
Why?
Because a man, listen, when a guy I wanted to tell that before. Let's say a guy have $10 million, right? For him to spend on a girl $10,000 or $5,000 and keep her as a side hoe, it's no problem. The girl, the desperate that for her $10,000, it's a lot of money. She put her value like, oh my God, he spent $10,000 on me. Oh my God, I must have been something special. But when a guy have so much money, for him it's nothing. It's penis, and he can take you, he can take her, he can take another guy. You're just a tool.
Do you think
in
the girl isn't like benefiting at all from that
no,
financial
not
aspect?
at all, and I'll tell you
That-
why.
why?
Because
Yeah,
when a girl, I'll explain. Because let's say you got used to have a guy that spend a lot of money on you for sex, right? When you get a little bit older, you're not going to have this market of men anymore that want to spend money on you because you lost your youth. Then you're going to stand there and you have no other qualification, and you're going to feel so depressed and so bad because the only trade you had, it's your youth, to sell your youth and your body. And then you're going to wake up when you're used to the good life. You used to buy the Chanel bags and to go to vacation and to take pictures on private jets or whatever. They're going to replace you for a younger model, and what you're going to have nothing.
So do you think men and women have sexual inequality?
Of course.
And why?
But we have to accept it as women.
but why?
The majority of problem of women, you want to know what it is? Women are so stubborn, they don't want to accept reality. Women is the liar species on the planet.
What's the reality?
And I'll explain. Not in a bad way. Listen to me. Women cheat with their makeup, with their nails, with their plastic surgery. I'm one of them, so I know that. I'm not going to be a hypocrite, right? I make myself look more beautiful. I enhance my beauty. It's not necessarily really bad because it's happened since the Bible time. But with that being said, because women have that ability to lie and manipulate more to attract certain men into their life, they're more in a problem when they get older. Men give it to you as it is. Either I'm successful, having money, I can, change multiple women, or whatever it is he's giving you, he's giving it to you straight, right? You know if you're just a booty call, you're not stupid, or you know if he wants you for a serious relationship. Women, okay, the opposite of thinking, women say, oh my God, I got a sugar daddy. He spent so much money on me. He bought me a Chanel bag. He took me on his plane, da, da, da. But they don't understand that just one of a whole trail of women that they can buy with money.
I have a question.
But you didn't.
Okay.
I don't mean to be rude,
No, don't be.
but your boobs are fake, right?
Yes.
So do you feel like you're attracting a certain type of man with that?
Yes, but I'll explain. My boobs were not always fake. I had bigger boobs like this naturally. My boobs were like that.
So why'd you
When
get
I had my son, my boob fell to my knees, so I had to cut them and lift them. So I have no choice. My whole life, my boobs were like this, if you want to know. And I don't care. It doesn't contradict. I can look sexy. I could have big boobs. I could be sexual, right? But it's how I value myself. It doesn't mean if I'm sexy and I like sex and I like to dress a little bit sexy, not over the top. So I have to have a sugar daddy. I have to sell myself short. You could be sexy, you could be intelligent, you can be a businesswoman, but the most important thing to understand what is the woman before you bring in all this to the table.
So you didn't answer the original question.
What's
though.
the
I just want
original
your
question?
So you said that men and women aren't sexually equal.
They're not.
Why do you think that?
Because I told you this before, you didn't understand.
Okay.
Because the woman value, it's in the first 40 years of her life, right? So see, you have
let's not
you
get
have
ahead of ourselves
no.
here.
Wait, let me explain. From age 0
That
until
fell
you
flat.
what? Say. I want to hear what you have to say.
40?
Yes, and I'll explain why.
40?
Yes. I'm not talking about 20 years ago, 40 years ago. Nowadays, the prime of a woman is her 40s, right? Yes. Yes. Because let me tell you something. In America, listen, I see this in a lot of podcasts, Brian. Listen to me. I see it in a lot of podcasts that you guys are very extreme. They said, no, a prime of a woman is 24. I'm not talking about a woman that needs to get married when she's 24 and have kids. I understand what you're saying. That's not what I'm talking about. A woman that had kids and become to her 40 and got divorced and want to date men, she still have a little bit of time when she's in her 40s. If she is a young woman like her and she needs to get married and have kids, until 24, 25, 26 the most. 26 the most, right? But what I'm trying to say in general, that the woman, her trade, it's her youth. And when you pass the prime of the youth, it affects how you bring kids. It affects how society sees you. It affects how many wants to date you and be with you. And if you don't have an extra value like your brain, who you are as a person, if you're a nurturing woman, if you have patience, if you know how to treat a man, you lose your value completely. I'm not saying that women in her 50 and her 40 and her 60 don't have value. They have a different value. They trade their value with different things. Obviously, they're not going to look for a young man. I see a lot of women in my age that we go out and say, oh my God, I'm only into young guys. The young guys love me. They're amazing. I'm like, are you stupid? What do they want to do with you? They only want to put you in bed and use you and have the experience by having sex with an older man, with an older woman. And they're going to tell their friends, oh, look, I'm banging this 50-year-old or I'm banging this 40-year-old, right? Because women, oblivious to the truth, they want to tell themselves because you look good. It's like I would go out and I would say, oh, I'm sexy, I'm looking good, I'm going to date young guys. I'm not going to do it, first of all, because I have a man in the house.
You wouldn't
I would not do
shoot your
it.
shot at me?
What?
You wouldn't date me?
No, because you're young. I think you're attractive, but I think you're young.
But you're attractive.
But I think your producer way more attractive, sorry.
Jacob Elordi, I agree.
But he could be my
Jacob
son.
Elordi.
He could be my son, so I don't even look at that
He's
like
young.
that.
Yeah, next
He's
to
super
younger.
young, yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I do have to move it on.